In today's video, I'll be sharing how I made this beautiful maple banana bread, one of my favorite recipes so far. If you have old overripe bananas in your kitchen, please don't throw them away. They make some of the best tasting banana bread and cake recipes because they have a rich, sweet flavor. I started by mashing my bananas with a masher in this mixing bowl, but using a fork will work just fine. I then continued with my wet ingredients, which was just 1 egg, 100% pure maple syrup or organic maple syrup, vanilla extract, and I used almond milk. You may use whichever milk you prefer. I just personally like to use a low fat percentage milk, which it still bakes just fine. After adding all my wet ingredients to the large mixing bowl, I moved on to my dry ingredients. If you have a mesh strainer or a kitchen sifter, this can help with preventing any lumps in your flour. I like to use organic all-purpose flour. However, if you have self-rising flour, there's no need to add the baking soda. I also included a pinch of salt. I added my baking soda, a small amount of brown sugar, and a pinch of nutmeg. I went ahead and combined everything together with my whisk. This is just me adding the brown sugar and a little 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. Everything smells so good after adding the cinnamon. My goal is to bake and make recipes with less sugar and calories, so I try to use substitutions as much as possible. If you don't want to use brown sugar, you can always use white sugar or alternative sweetener that works just fine. I baked this on 350 for about 1 hour. Banana bread usually takes longer than regular bread or a loaf cake, so just keep checking on your banana bread periodically. For the frosting, I opted for this healthy vanilla Greek yogurt. I added some pure maple syrup and a dash of cinnamon, and it came out perfect. I actually love this topping, and I'll be using this on more of my baked recipes. I also had these chopped pecans and baked them in the oven for about 10 minutes. I chopped them into small pieces just to add as a garnish on top of my bread loaf. If you like banana nut bread, you can also add some of the pecans or walnuts into your mixture or your batter. You may use a square pan or a loaf pan for this recipe. However, a square pan will probably bake slightly faster. You can also check if this is done by poking a knife or a toothpick in the middle of the pan, just to check. If it comes out clean, then you know it's ready. As always, thank you guys for your support. Be sure to subscribe and join my email list for any updates regarding the recipe book launch date. Leave a comment and let me know what you would like to see me bake next on this channel.